We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak for Tuesday, October 3rd. I'm your host, Chris Kiefer. Remember, you can catch Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Watch us at djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. Let's start with today's weather forecast. Today, sunny skies with a high of 86 and a low of 61, a 10% chance of rain. Your 3-day outlook: Wednesday, sunny with a high of 85 and a low of 59, a 10% chance of rain. Thursday, sunny again, high of 85, low of 61, and a 10% chance of rain. And similar on Friday, sunny with a high of 87 and a low of 64, and a 10% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at today's top headlines. A Tupelo couple narrowly escaped serious injury or worse at Sunday's Jason Aldean concert in Las Vegas. David and Sydney Shook were attending the 3-day Route 91 Harvest Festival when a gunman opened fire on the crowd of about 20,000 people. At least 59 people were killed and more than 500 were injured. The Shooks escaped with cuts, scrapes, and bruises as they fled the chaotic scene. David Shook said they were about 100 to 150 feet from the stage when they heard gunshots. He said he put his wife on the pavement and jumped on top of her to try and protect her. When there was a break in the shooting, they would jump up and run. The Shooks and others ran east toward McCarran International Airport, jumping fences and barricades along the way. The couple had a decent amount of blood on their arms and legs from scrambling through parking lots and climbing fences. They said they felt fortunate to escape with only minor injuries. Beginning on Friday, Mississippi's 82 circuit clerks can refuse to issue marriage licenses based on their religious objection. The U.S. Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals refused on Friday to block the controversial Mississippi law. Opponents say the law will discriminate against gays and say they will continue to fight it. Under the law, the state will be responsible for ensuring the license is issued if the clerk and other employees in the circuit clerk's office decline to do so. The law also prevents businesses from being forced to provide services for gay weddings and other events. The Fifth Circuit did not rule on the merits of the lawsuit trying to block the law. Instead, it said the courts should not rule on the constitutionality of the law until someone suffers actual harm because of it. The bill passed the Mississippi legislature in 2016. The Tupelo Public School District introduced a new program last year to help its teachers gain valuable leadership skills. Now, it's time for round 2. 36 teachers are participating in this year's Teacher Leadership Academy. The program was created to provide training to Tupelo teachers who have an interest in becoming administrators. 21 teachers participated in the program's first year, and 5 of them went on to secure leadership positions in Tupelo or other area school districts. Initially, the program was open only to teachers enrolled in an administration degree program or those who had already earned such a degree. This year, it was expanded to include any teacher who has an interest in leadership and administration. The 7-month program includes meetings, job shadowing, required readings, reflective journaling, and a leadership project. And in sports, Mississippi State women's basketball coach Vic Schaefer wants everyone to know the Bulldogs' emergence on the national stage was not a fluke. The Bulldogs made waves last year when they snapped UConn's 111-game winning streak to advance to the national championship game. But Schaefer said he has been building the program since he arrived 6 years ago. Mississippi State held its first practice of the fall on Saturday as the Bulldogs work to build on the momentum they've gained. They'll have to do so without several key players who graduated from last year's squad. Instead, Schaefer will rely on a new group of seniors. That includes Morgan William, Victoria Vivians, Roshunda Johnson, and his daughter, Blair. State opens the season at home against Virginia on November 10th. That does it for Newsbreak on this Tuesday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings from the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. Be sure to watch the Daily Journal's Capitol View webcast at djournal.com. This week, Capitol Bureau Chief Bobby Harrison talked about the implications of a new statewide poll that looked at key voter issues ahead of the 2019 election. He also spoke about the critical findings by State Auditor Stacey Pickering on contracts issued by the Mississippi Department of Education. Look for a new episode on Mondays at 2 at djournal.com. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your daily journal or online at djournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Kiefer. Have a great Tuesday.